Hey guys, what's going on? Uh, I'm here to talk about whether or not you guys should get the 1 GB internet um, through Mediacom. And I'm not sure if this is for everybody. This is the modem it comes with, the modem router. Uh, and it's kind of expensive, but you pay for what you get. Like you get 6,000 for your data cap. I mean, I could see some people going over that, but it's only $50 for every 100 or 50. No, it's $10 for every or 50 gigs you go over. So I mean, by the time you get to 6,000, you should be really really close to the end if you ever even get there. Like we were on 250 before, and we don't have a TV. We don't go through a TV company. We just stream all of our television. Never hit it. Never, we'll never get close ever, because the most we've ever been is 300. So, should you get this? I'm gonna say the pros and the cons, and then I'll give my final verdict at the end. The pros of having this is it's super super quick, and once you get the router, you can honestly just call in, and they could set it up unless you're having issues with the cable. So when you get this thing in the mail, they tell you to wait for some guy to come in and install it, which will usually be a couple days after you get it. If you get this before he gets there, like if he's not going to come in the next day, just call up the company and set it up yourself. Because we waited like a week or two for this guy to come in. He was like, you could have just done it yourself, so you should just call in. So it's easy to set up. Another reason I'd say you should definitely get it is, besides the speed and the easy installation, is why not? Technology is just getting more and more use every single day, and a lot of stuff is using the internet. And if you use the internet, when you're at home, if you don't use the internet when you're at home, then definitely don't get this. If you're just a TV watcher, you just watch it through your TV company and you already pay $100 for that. Or if you don't play games, or if you can handle a 15 download and like less than 1 upload and probably decent ping, you probably don't need this. Those people, by the way, 15 is just a little bit over 4G, so you could, if you don't even get through your data cap using your cell phone internet, then probably don't need this. Now I'm gonna say, so I don't even know what that was. That was probably like a neutral. So now I'm gonna say the cons, and this is a big con of having this. Big deal. Okay, and it's definitely has to be the fact that this thing craps out like 4 or 5 times a day. Like it won't even tell you. It won't like disconnect or shut off or anything. It'll just say, Wi-Fi isn't working, like on your cell phone. Otherwise, everything else, it'll try connecting to it for like the entire time it's plugged in. And you have to run up to it. You got to unplug it, plug it back in. I don't know what it is, but you don't even have to wait 30 seconds like they ask you to do. Like you can just unplug it, replug it in. No intermission time between the plugging and unplugging. And then after that, it'll work fine for a random amount of time. Like sometimes I'll go through a whole day, I only have to plug it back in 2 times, which is still a lot. I never had to do that before, the 1G. And now, like today, I had to unplug it and plug it back in maybe every 30 minutes. Okay, and when we first got it, the guy, he said, it's going to have to do a lot of updates before it starts working. Okay, but this is not counted as an update, I don't think, because when it did do the update and you check your Wi-Fi connection, it says there's like 30 different internet connections and they all are locked. So this is definitely not one of those. So if that's a big deal, I live in a ranch style home and my router's on the main floor. It's just in the room next to my living room. It's kind of in the middle of my house. So this isn't a big deal for me, but for my father, he has to go from his office, which is on the top floor, which is second story, 2-story house, and he has to go from there down to the basement and unplug it there, and then go back upstairs. And he's using his for a company, and you know, I recommended this before I used it to him, because I told him that it's going to be flawless. There's going to be barely any issues when doing video conferences, and he obviously, you know, he believed me because I did a lot of research on Gigabyte Internet as in it general, not so much through Mediacom, and so he got it, and he really liked the speed, and when it works, it's flawless for him. But the only problem is it keeps cutting out like this, and you can't have that during a video conference. You know, it's just unprofessional. So he's thinking about switching over to a business line, which is, oh man, that could be so much more costly. But then you do get the benefits of having somebody come out to your home, like within a few hours or moments, and like you have a priority in a sense. Like you're a big deal to them, and they want to keep you, but you're also paying for that. So I don't know how much that is. I've never even looked into it. And I wouldn't even think about getting it for me because it's just not that big of a deal. So, I guess, in my opinion, the Gigabyte Internet, it's amazing, it's beastly, it's super fast. I download games really, really quick. Music, don't even, pretty much, it's just transports over, like, almost seamlessly. So, I mean, I think it's really good, and I like it, but I just figured I should make this because I didn't see anything like the fact that this router modem is kind of shit on the internet. So I figured I'd share it with friends, family, friends of friends, people in the area of Mason City specifically, because that's where I'm at. Me and my father both live in the same city. I'm not sure if it's like this for every other city or for everywhere that Mediacom goes through. So yeah, that's my verdict on it. I'm sure they're gonna update the router and modem, but I don't know if it'll cost more to get the new one or whatever. So yeah, that was my review on the Extreme Internet, the pros, cons, and I pretty much just made this to bring address to the con, you know, but I didn't want people being like, oh, the thing's a piece of junk, because it does work. I get good results. So yeah, thank you for watching.